Hi, I'm Tzvi Langerman, and I'm going to be talking to you about this very interesting codex, number 1649, in the collection of the University of Pennsylvania Library. I'm actually an historian of science, and perhaps the first question that you may ask is, why am I interested in manuscripts? Well, I am an historian of medieval science in Arabic and Hebrew, and most of our primary source material is still in manuscript. That is, these are the books that were copied by hand over generations and well before the invention of printing. And these are the books that contain the medical, astronomical, mathematical, philosophical knowledge of the time. But the thing is that even after these books are brought to press, we still have a fascination in manuscripts, sometimes because we don't trust the printed editions, because the people who printed them didn't do a thorough job in checking all the different ways the text was transmitted. But sometimes because even after you have a good printing, there are some interesting features in the manuscript that fill in a lot of detail about how these books were read and transmitted and moved from culture to culture and from group to group. And this codex is actually an extremely rich example of that. And these are some of the things that I'll be talking about. Now, the next question you may ask is, what is a codex? Codex is simply a bunch of different books that are sewn together in a single volume. Sometimes the books cohere together as a unit. They're all books on medicine or on philosophy, all by the same author. And sometimes they're not, because sometimes people would sew together various things from different sources simply because having them in one bound volume kept them from getting lost. The Codex 1649 actually has both. We have three medical texts, which I'll be talking about because history of medicine is my field, which cohere together, even though they were probably not copied by the same scribe, and a bunch of loose pages that have nothing at all to do with it, which I will not be talking about at all. So, what is in the text in this codex? We have three texts, all of them originally written in Arabic, though actually the authors were probably not native speakers of Arabic. The first author was an Nestorian Christian who probably spoke Aramaic at home, and the other two were native speakers of Persian. But in the medieval period, the 10th, 11th, 12th century, Arabic had the status of English today. If you wanted to publish something and get it to reach the widest audience and the most important audience, you had to write in Arabic. Now, two of these texts are in Arabic but written out in Hebrew letters, which is an easy thing to do actually, because the Semitic languages are very closely related and they move seamlessly from one to the other. The middle text, the text by Avicenna, is a translation not from the Arabic, but actually a Hebrew translation made from the Latin, and the Latin was made from the Arabic. So I'll be talking about each of them, trying to, at the same time, give you a feel for what these texts contain and what was the medieval medical theory behind them, and as time allows, pointing out a few distinct or interesting features of the codex. And then at the very end, I will have a few things to say about the codex itself, the way it was put together, and how some of the blank pages were used.